For 30 years, I gave my son everything, every penny, every dream, every sleepless night. Yet he stared me down and spat, "You're nothing to us," kicking me out. Everyone whispered I was broken, but in court I just smiled, pulled out a yellow document, and handed it to the judge. When he read it, my son screamed, and I felt justice finally stir. Before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and let us know where you are listening in the comments. The keys hit the glass table with a clang, sharp as a gunshot. Michael paced the living room, his polished shoes clicking on the hardwood floor. "You think we owe you something?" he spat, his voice slicing through the air. "You're nothing to us." I stood frozen, my fingers tight around the handle of a small suitcase. The words cut deeper than I could have imagined, each syllable a blade twisting in my chest. 30 years, every penny, every dream, every sleepless night poured into him. And now, this. Sophia leaned against the armrest of the white leather sofa, her arms crossed, a faint smirk curling her lips. "John, you don't want to drag this out," she said, her tone smooth as silk but cold as the marble countertop behind her. "It's time to go." The room gleamed with wealth, crystal chandelier, floor-to-ceiling windows, a wine glass tipped over, its red stain seeping into the cream rug. This house, my house, the one I'd signed over to Michael 5 years ago, felt like a stranger's now. I'd given it to him, thinking it was love. Foolish. "Michael," I said, my voice low, trembling despite myself, "I gave you everything." He stopped pacing, his wedding ring glinting as he pointed at the door. "And I'm done carrying you. Get out." Sophia's hand twitched, betraying a flicker of unease, but her eyes stayed locked on me, daring me to crumble. I wanted to scream, to shake him, to make him remember the boy who'd clung to me after his mother died. But that boy was gone. In his place stood a man I didn't recognize, his face twisted with contempt. My hand brushed my coat pocket, feeling the crinkle of an old envelope. Not yet, I thought. Not here. I lifted the suitcase, light, holding just a few shirts, a faded photo of my late wife Anna, and that envelope. The weight of it grounded me. "John," Sophia said, stepping closer, her perfume sharp and expensive, "don't make a scene. It's undignified." I met her gaze, my jaw tight. "You'll regret this," I said. Michael laughed, a harsh bark. "Regret? You're the one who'll be sorry, old man." I turned to the door, my heart pounding so loud I barely heard Sophia's final jab. "Take care, John." The door loomed ahead, heavy oak with brass fittings. I opened it. Cold, wet air hit my face, the rain soaking through my thin coat. "Michael," I said, pausing, not looking back, "you're wrong about me." He didn't answer. The door slammed shut behind me, echoing in my bones. Rain pelted the street, blurring the glow of a distant street lamp. I stood there, suitcase in hand, no car, no plan, nowhere to go. Everyone would whisper I was broken, poor John, discarded like trash. But as the rain stung my skin, something stirred inside me, an ember, small but alive, flickering in the dark. I stepped forward and let the night swallow me. The mattress sagged beneath me, creaking with every shift. I sat in the dim light of a single bulb, listening to the neighbors' muffled shouts through the paper-thin walls of my new apartment in Lent, a far cry from the house in West Hills. Once, I'd pictured a different life. Travel, laughter, Anna by my side. Now this, a cracked coffee mug, a wobbly table, and silence pressing against my skull. I unzipped the suitcase, pulling out the faded photo. Anna smiled in it, her hair catching the sunlight, Michael tucked against her side. He was 6 then, all gap-toothed grins and sticky fingers. I'd carried him on my shoulders, promising him the world. After she died in '95, that promise became my life. I worked double shifts, skipped vacations, sold my dreams of Europe to pay for his summer camps. I remembered hiding stacks of bills from him, saying, "We're fine, kid." The apartment smelled of mildew, a drip from the faucet punctuating the quiet. I set the photo down, my hands shaking. Had I loved him too much? I gave him everything. College tuition, the down payment for that house, even my pride when I signed it over. And for what? "You're nothing to us?" His voice echoed in my head. I dug deeper into the suitcase and found it, the envelope, yellowed, edges frayed, my old address scrawled in my handwriting. I'd kept it all these years, tucked away like a secret. My fingers traced the seal. Not yet. It mattered. I saw Michael at 16 begging me to visit his college campus. "You'll come, right, Dad?" I'd smiled, knowing I couldn't afford it. "Sure, son." Another lie to keep him safe. Now, I wondered what he'd say if I asked, "Why, Michael? What didn't I give you?" The phone buzzed. Michael's name. I declined. I didn't want apologies, if any. Sophia's voice echoed in my mind. "John, be reasonable." I turned the phone off, the silence louder. I paced the small room, floorboards groaning. I thought of Anna's chipped coffee mug from when Michael dropped it as a toddler. I'd kept it after she was gone. Now it was boxed away, like everything I'd lost. Weeks blurred. I'd found this studio behind a nail salon, cheap and anonymous. I'd unpacked, avoiding mirrors. But tonight, something shifted. I set the envelope on the table. It was a piece of me I'd forgotten. I sank onto the bed, staring at the ceiling's water stains. Michael thought I'd fade away. He was wrong. Anger coiled in my chest, growing like weeds. I wasn't done. I slammed the library door harder than meant, the sound swallowed by the hum of Portland's public library. My anger pushed me past bookshelves smelling of dust and old paper. 2 weeks since Michael's betrayal, the pain sharp, but a need to fight back woke. I dropped into a chair at a long oak table, legal books piled high, property law, contracts, inheritance. I'd signed the house over, but there had to be a way to reclaim something. My pen scratched notes, each word a rebellion. "You look like you're at war with the world," a voice said. A woman in her mid-50s stood across, glasses low on her nose, holding a thick book, coat damp from drizzle. Her eyes sharp but kind. "I might be," I said, half smiling. She sat opposite. "Karen Marshall, I'm a lawyer, and you look like you need one." "John Thompson," I said, "figuring things out." She leaned forward. "Trouble? Share?" I spilled. Son kicked me out, took the house, said, "I'm nothing." Words burned, but lightened me. Karen's jaw tightened. "Sons can be ungrateful. You're stronger." She pushed a book. "Fundamentals of Property Law." We talked an hour. She shared scars, a divorce, estranged daughter. "I know losing family. Don't lose yourself." Her words hit. I thought of the envelope. It was a key to justice. How to fight. "Find weaknesses," Karen said. "They're careless, arrogant. Use that." We moved to a cafe, air thick with coffee and rain. Phone buzzed. Michael, ignored. Karen sketched ideas, liens, fraud claims. Need evidence they can't ignore. I nodded, fist clenching. They thought me crushed. Wrong. I was John Thompson. Back home, bulb flickered. Envelope lay there. Didn't open. Not yet. Hope pulsed. I could win. At the library table, pen like a weapon, hope burned brighter. Karen slid papers, tapping a news article on Michael's firm, client complaints, cracks in his world. Weeks digging in libraries and cafes. Libraries smelled of old books and coffee. Michael's life bare, arrogant man. Karen pointed to Sophia's post. Gala photo, tight smile. Control is her weakness. I nodded, noting. Firm under scrutiny for shady deals. Ego blinded him. Sophia lived for reputation. One scandal could shatter her. Found something, Karen said, laptop sliding. Forum post accused Michael of inflating values. Leverage. He's careless, I said. Envelope waited. Needed more proof. Karen softened. You remind me of post-divorce me. He took everything, cost my daughter. She doesn't call. Voice cracked. Sorry, I said. I know loss. She waved off. That's why this, not just for you, for those hurt. To cafe, espresso, and rain. Spotted Sophia across street, pristine, purposeful. Pulse spiked, ducked. Sight lit fire. Back library pieced more. Robert Hayes, swindled client. Overvalued deal. Threads for net. Karen sketched timeline. Close but surgical. Thought of them smug. My list of vulnerabilities. Felt hunter. Home, notes spread. Their fragilities. Time to act. Hunched over library computer, letter on screen, words careful. Concerns about fraudulent practices at Thompson Realty. Listing deals, hinting haze. Heart thudded. Too far? Son, eyes closed, his voice, nothing to us. Memory pushed doubts. Hit send. Gone like stone through glass. Library silent. Anonymous email, no trace. Hand shook. Weight heavy, thrilling. Karen at cafe, damp coat. Done? Nodded. Good hit. They'll push back. Ready? Pride in smile. Imagined Michael shouting, emails piling, Sophia cracking, ruined us. Fight, paces, slams, couldn't fix. Quiet, Karen said. Second thoughts. Shook head. Voice wavered, raised him, now tearing down, pushed away. His choice. Days later, news. Thompson Realty inquiry over fraud. Pulse raced, worked, noose tightening, smiled. Karen called. Saw, scrambling, head down. They don't lose quietly. Envelope safety net. Struck first, felt good. Refreshed sight. More details. Unease. Where end? Rain drummed. Cold coiled. They'd fight. Rain hammered window. Unease clung. They wouldn't crumble. Victory soured to dread. Hunting for matchlighter. Checked locks. Karen called to park. Wet leaves. Scarf fluttering. Someone asking questions. Man at cafe watching. Detective. Hands clutched bag. Stomach dropped. Letter? Likely. Glanced park. Scared, good, dangerous. Imagined Michael hiring rage. Sophia precise. Find or done. Fraying life. My thread. Walked, shoes squishing. Been here, Karen said. Ex-hired dirt digger. Nothing found, but sleepless. Outsmart them. Fear gnawed. Trace letter, find Karen, envelope insurance, not enough. Night, memories, Michael 15, stealing cash, lying wide-eyed. Forgave, thought he'd grow. Truth, became throw-out man, hardened, hurt. Met diner, plates clattering. Closing in, napkin with Victor Klein, investigator. Sloppy, asked librarian, voice tight. Invisible, she said. No public computers. Phone off. Hand touched. Smarter. Believed. Apartment smaller. Walls closing. Hid notes. Street quiet too. Lies, smiles. Circling prey. Phone rang. Unknown. Froze. Stopped. Silence worse. Creak outside. Fists clenched. Close. Move faster. Park. Umbrella straining. November wind. Creak kept awake. Ready. Game on. Karen on bench. Notebook open. Precise. Pen scratching timeline. Park wet leaves. Wood smoke. Dog bark drowned in drizzle. Coat tighter. Notes in journal. Document edge. Deed holds? Nodded. Mistake in transfer? Still mine. Ace yellowed contract unravel world. Play right. File claim quietly. Distraction. Tips. Complaints. Whispers. Hit weak. Ego. Image. Scribbled. Hand steady. Strategist now. Doubt. Changes me? Smirked. Mess up. Worst diner coffee. Deal? Laughed. Friend now. Saw me forgotten. Mapped. City letter. Vague pointed. Burner email. Draft reclaim house. Bricks in wall. Their underestimation mistake. Jogger passed. Heart skipped. Scanned. Jumpy. Calm. Runner. Focused. Hand tight bag. Journal filled. Dates. Weaknesses. Exposed. Strings mine. Close. Firm. Nodded. Chess. One move. Tucked scarf. Notes. Crisp. Power. Home cold. Radiator hissing. Notes pocket. Deed waited. Bigger. Ready play. News site. Michael crumbling. Headline. Thompson Realty finds shady practices. Chest tight. Joy. Leaned back. Shadows. Falling. Pushed. Details finds. Lost clients. Circling. Name not center, but whispers. Silence. Imagined office. Tie undone. Shouting empty. Sophia slicing. Dragging down. Fix or gone. Beg. Crack. Turn away. Karen cafe. Cinnamon steam. Saw. Nodded. Working. Guilt. Michael 8. Arms neck post play. Proud promise. Tearing apart. My son. Low. Right? Still son. Chose fight. T-sip. Suspect you. Careful. Deed trump. Moment enough. Remembered 16. Stealing. Proud dad. Wet eyes. Believed. Wrong. Phone buzzed. Michael. Declined. Heart raced. Reaching. Desperate. Angry. Didn't care. Hit hard. Not done. Fight dirty. Cornered. Warning. Excitement mirror. Locks night. Bolt cold. Stale coffee clanking. Article again. More. Suing. Pulling. Smiled. Faded. Losing self. Done it. Call. Michael. Off. Silence heavy. Close. New behind. Next move not alone. No calls. Quiet. Deceptive. Sophia next. January cold seeped. Radiator weak. Table. Plan. Fingers tapping. Thought. Weak. Learn. Worked fast. Library computer. Letter anonymous. Sophia's budget slight. Overcharges funneled personal. Stall promotion. End career. Sent ethics board. Pounding heart. Done. Imagined office. Smile falter. Boss call. Snap colleagues. Shrill. Home. Venom. Your fault. Weakness ruining. Fire back. Someone after. Marriage splintering. My hammer. Karen diner. Drawn. Hit. Clipping. investigating, thin ice. Eyes door wary, leaned back, squeak. Good. Caution, smarter, harder. Remembered engagement, firm shake, ice eyes, dismissing. Fueled. Enjoying, half smile. Dangerous, cornered snake. Try. Harder felt. Deed waited, her fall focus right. Saw her street, coat tight, pale, hurried office. Stride off, hidden, pulse, cracking, done it. News, exec budget probe, trophy, warning echoed, dangerous, calls unanswered, plotting, not done, locked, clicking, dark, heavy bite. News last, froze, car idled, headlights off, black shape, watching. Clenched, short breath, coming. Car gone, watched, clung. February chill coat, breath clouding. Mailbox, thick envelope, name stark. Shook, tore, summons. Suing defamation, lies, ruin. Bitter old unhinged, churned. Bury me. Paced, creaking, crumpled fist. Hissed, cold, imagined suit, smirk, dictate. Sharper, low crush, nothing. Fear spiked, defiance, wouldn't win. Karen library, rain dusted. Desperate, scanning, fingers tapped, bluff, scared, glasses up, fierce, deed hit harder. Sank chair, hum fading. Lose? Cracked, leaned, hand grazing. Won't, ironclad, underestimated, mistake. Confidence steadied, anchor. Hours strategizing, papers spread. Deed weapon, error mine. Drafted response, scratching cry. File quietly, think winning. Nodded, fear easing, resolve, not victim. Remembered 16, lying stolen car, messed dad, tears, hugged love fix, wrong, gone, spit face, hardened, stung. Outside, spotted Michael's street, phone ear, drawn. Pulse, ducked corner, shallow, no see, presence warning, close. Home, locks, bolt cold. Summons table, challenge, deed shield sword. Mirror, reflection sharper, not broken, ready. Envelope pocket. Promise. Tomorrow. Change. Mirror, worn suit, tight shoulders, envelope strength. Courthouse loomed, steps slick. March rain, pounded, not afraid. End this. Deed, truth, face it. Courtroom polished dust, benches creaking. Michael plaintiff, jaw tight, pristine. Sophia beside, scarf adjust, composure mask. Tension eyes, fingers purse. Thought one. Karen squeezed arm, whisper. Got this. Calm, grounded, judge stern, gray, order. Summons weapon, better mine. Lawyer smooth, accusing lies, spite. Michael nodded, gaze daring break. Sophia smirk. Still, steady. Our turn. Karen rose, sharp, measured. Honor, evidence changes. Nodded me. Stood, firm, handed deed. Heavy, ink faded clear. Original contract house, never transferred mine. Room stilled, judge glasses reading. Michael forward, reddening. Lie, cracking, making up. Sophia, hand, arm, nails, eyes wide, gone. Judge hand silencing, read furrowing. Remembered signing years, Michael's future. Trusted, loved, now victory. Twist. Mr. Thompson, Judge Michael, valid, transfer incomplete. Gasps, stood, scraping, snarl. No, can't. Sophia drained, purse floor. Whisper, lost chaos. Karen close, breath. Did it. Nodded, triumph quiet. One, cost heavy, rage, collapse. Doing. Watched unravel, pain, night eased. Gavel, dismissing. Stood steady, walked out, crisp, sharp. Karen smile wide. Lighter. Questions. What now? Envelope done. Future unsure. Out courthouse, world lighter. March, sharp possibility. Ruling week later, house mine, upheld. Empire crumbled, wealth, status, marriage gone, one, not just house, me reclaimed. Wondered next. June sun-warmed streets, walked house last, creaked memories, laughter boy, Anna kitchen, banister smooth, heart now chains, called realtor, signed sell, pen light, release, no need walls. Karen Cafe, scarf bright summer, free map table, Paris Rome, laugh warm, Oz mischief, close, friendship gift, saved court, spirit from dark, sipped coffee, bitterness softer, both grinning. Europe dream buried 30 alive. Anna hand mine soft. Live, don't stop. Fail then, poured Michael. Ready now. Photo new frame, table, small bright apartment, clean start. Weeks quiet news, firm collapsed, clients gone, career imploded, tainted. Imagined fighting, sharp, love shattered, no joy, closure, choices made. Sold good price, fund travels more, money secondary, freedom, everything. Planned trip, guidebooks, bad French laughs, visit daughter, mend, hoped, deserved. Apartment fresh paint, windows sun, steps light, photo shelf. Living now, whispered tight. Justice bitter, freed, not rain-broken lost. John Thompson, whole, doorstep, ticket hand. Crisp promise, Paris, Rome, wherever. Sun warmed, smiled. Future open. If you like this story, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your impressions of this story in the comments. To listen to the next story, click on the box on the left. Thank you for watching.